What is going on, Ragnarok Online fans, or should I keep saying Ragnarok Zero Global fans? So, if you're having trouble figuring out, okay, which character or which class, which job class should I play in Ragnarok Zero Global, because it's coming out soon, give or take. I mean, as of the filming of this video, we're getting the open beta in 11 days, so pretty quickly from now on, I made a little game. It's a question game. It's like a class picker sort of thing, questionnaire. It's a little quiz that lets you not lets you, but helps you figure out which class is best suited for you based on certain character traits of your own. So of yourself, not which one is the best for this and this, or like which one is the best for soloing and farming, making Zenny, or whatever. Don't parse the fun out of the game, guys. Let's just play a class that fits us the best and just kind of isn't the most fun. I'm linking it in the description and I'm gonna do it now. So question now. A massive, unpredictable storm is approaching. How do you respond? I build a shelter and stand firm against the wind. I run directly into the heart of it to feel its power. I watch from a distance, calculating its path. I gather everyone together to ensure no one is alone. Quite honestly, for me, it's either the first one or the third one. Really, I can't decide. But I guess the very massive unpredictable storm is approaching. The first thing I would do is make sure my family is safe, so that's the thing. You find an ancient, dust-covered library. Which book do you reach for first? Yeah, this is interesting. A legendary saga of heroes and their specific, or epic sacrifices, rather, sorry. A map of hidden shortcuts and forgotten tunnels. A complex manual on chemical reactions and life creation. A tome of forbidden stars and elemental laws. Dude, I'm picking the last one. The Tome of Forbidden Stars and Elemental Laws. Let's go! Question 3. When faced with a total failure, what is your first thought? I wasn't strong enough. I must train my body more. I didn't have the right tools or information. I lost my focus and allowed chaos to take over. I let my companions down. I need to be more reliable. First one. I wasn't strong enough. I need to train my body more. I work out a lot every freaking day. I need to train my body more every day. There we go. If your personality was a weapon, what would it be? An immovable heavy iron wall. Bruh. Like, that's straight up just me right there. But I'm gonna read the other ones. A sharp invisible needle in the dark. Oh, that's also quite interesting. A sudden blinding flash of lightning. A warm glowing ember that never goes out. Okay, that's not me. I'm of course the immovable heavy iron wall. There's no way I give up on stuff. Which of these environments make you feel most at home? A bustling, chaotic market full of opportunity. A silent, snow-covered peak under the stars. The deep, tangled heart of a wild forest. The front lines of a glorious battle. Okay, we're talking about at home. It's gonna be a different story than where I would like to be. Because if it was like, okay, which of these environments would you feel like you want to be in? The last one, front lines of a glorious battle. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's fight. Let's kill people. But for at home, it's either the heart of a wild forest or a snow-covered peak under the stars, and either one of those work really well for me. I'm gonna go with the snow-covered peak, honestly, because it's gonna be more solitude in there. What do you value most in a friendship? Absolute unquestioning loyalty, the freedom to go our separate ways and still be close, shared intellectual growth and discovery, competitive spirit that pushes me to be better. Honestly, these are all very good answers. I'm thinking either loyalty, because that's like super important in friendship. Like you cannot have backstabbing friends. That's insane. And the freedom to go our separate ways and still be close is very good too. But I think the very most first value is the absolute unquestioning loyalty. I wonder which class am I gonna get, because like just judging by these answers, I'm either gonna get like a knight or a crusader or something. I don't really like playing the knight class, bro. Like, but it fits kind of my personality somehow. I don't know. How do you prefer to solve a conflict? End it quickly with overwhelming force, Outsmart the opponent and make them defeat themselves. Absorb the impact and protect others. I use words, music, or charm to diffuse the tension. Here's the thing. I train martial arts. And from experience, I know it's best to use words. Because physical conflicts are not something you want to get into. But part of me is like, hey, I want to use like overwhelming force and like fuck somebody up, you know, right away. But no, I would always prefer to use words to diffuse the tension, for sure. There's like no other way around it. Like it is the smartest way to go about it. If you were a color, sorry, which would you again? If you were a color, which would you describe the best? Which would describe you best? Jesus Christ, how did I word these? Deep blue, calm, deep and methodical. Blood red, passionate, direct and fierce. Forest green, adaptable, resourceful and wide. Golden white, noble, protective and pure. Blood, I am blood red, straight up, passionate, direct and fierce. What is your relationship with the rules? I am the one who enforces the law and order. Rules are just suggestions. I find the loopholes. I live by a strict personal code no one else understands. I follow my heart and the rhythm of the moment. Look, here's the thing. Again, these are very good questions, not gonna lie. I came up with really good questions. And I'm gonna say I live by a strict personal code no one else understands. Because I don't go around enforcing law and order. That's not my thing. Rules are not really just suggestions. I do sometimes find loopholes around rules, of course, especially like financial rules. But I do have a strict personal code, that's for sure. So I'm gonna go with that. So I managed to steer away from these brute answers somehow. So I'm hopefully not gonna get a knight, because I really don't want to play a knight in Ragnarok Zero Global. Whenever Ragnarok Zero Global releases, I was thinking about playing the priest or an assassin. I don't know. We'll see what I get. 5 more questions. What scares you more? Losing my autonomy and freedom. Being powerless to protect those I love. Remaining ignorant and stagnant in life. Being forgotten and leaving no legacy. Dude, being powerless to protect the people I love. That's like the worst thing. If you could stop time for 10 seconds in a crisis, what would you do? Reposition everyone for maximum safety. Okay, so this is a question like Baphomet, we are all in Ragnarok Online. Baphomet is casting Earthquake or something, and I have the ability to stop time for 10 seconds. What do I do, right? Like, how do I fix this situation? Because he's casting Earthquake, we're about to be dead. So let's give it a shot. Reposition everyone for maximum safety. Set up a sequence of unavoidable strikes. Seize the most valuable asset and vanish. Alright, that sounds like a guy I know. Fix the fundamental flaw in the situation. Here's the thing. You can only choose one, right? And I would probably reposition everyone, or set up a sequence of strikes, just to kind of kill Baphomet, drop the card, put the card in some cool dagger and make a dagger assassin. But I think I'm gonna go with reposition everyone for maximum safety, because that would be the first thing to do. Like, because he's already casting the Earthquake. So even if I like set up a sequence of unavoidable strikes, that doesn't necessarily mean he goes down and we get the card. But it's better to put everyone in safety. So I'm going to do that. You are lost in a shifting labyrinth. Your strategy is: trust my God and move with speed. Map the logic and mark every wall. Follow the subtle sounds and vibrations. I believe that my path is guided from above. Here's the thing. I will go with number 2 and then with number 1. So map the logic and mark every wall, because it's the logical thing to do. But then move with speed. You can't waste time in a shifting labyrinth, you know? Especially it's a shifting labyrinth. So you have to move quickly, because it's gonna shift around with you. I don't know. But then again, mapping it when it's shifting, maybe it has a pattern to shifts. So maybe mapping it's a good idea if you want to figure out the pattern. I don't know. I will try with mapping and see where that takes me. Now, question 13. When people speak of your legacy in 100 years, what should they say? They're not gonna even remember me. I'm not that remarkable. They were the strongest shield we ever had. That'd be cool. They redefined how we see the world. They were the shadow that kept us free. Oh, that sounds awesome, dude. That's like the quintessence of the Assassin Guild in Ragnarok Online or in Ragnarok Zero Global. The assassins, straight up, the shadow that keeps everyone free in Midgard. If you guys don't know the lore of the Assassin Guild in Ragnarok Online, you're missing out, because most of you guys, you probably made assassins and assassin crosses with your sonic blows, but you never actually took the moment to figure out who they actually are and why do they behave the way they do and what do they do, because they keep so many things in check. It's crazy. But yeah, they were the light that never let us fade. That is also very cool. I would love to be remembered like this. All of this is cool, but quite honestly, I think the strongest shield we ever had is probably gonna be the coolest. A magic mirror shows your true elemental nature. You see a roaring, unquenchable flame, a deep, silent, and endless ocean, a cold, sharp, and invisible wind. Wait, that's bad wording. You see invisible wind? Okay. A mountain that the stars cannot move. Alright, look. Oceans are awesome because they're awesome and they have so much life in them and they're awesome, number 3. But they can also kill you very quickly. Wind just as well. But I think I'm the flame, like a roaring, unquenchable flame. There's no way you can stop me. Question 15. To achieve the ultimate power, what are you most willing to sacrifice? Ooh, that is a good question for the last question, right? My physical comfort and safety, my connection to other people, my certainty and peace of mind, my material and wealth status. The ultimate power. What is the ultimate power? The ultimate power to like protect everybody, right? Totally fucking sacrificing everything. But most willing, my material wealth. Material wealth is like worthless when you have no health, no family, nobody. Material health is the least important. Alright, what am I gonna get? I am a Crusader! Of course I'm a Crusader! Of course I'm a Crusader, right? Jesus Christ. The Holy Protector. Best for players who want to be the ultimate shield for the famous, for their friends using devotion and holy spear skills. Not gonna lie, I was expecting it based on the answers. But I don't think I'm gonna play the Crusader. Crusaders are not very cool in the game. Like, the concept of them is fantastic. They're just super badass, and the holy executioners in the lore. The lore is fantastic. If you guys wanna, if you don't know the lore of Crusaders, I have a video on the channel. But I don't like the way they play. It's very boring. It's very one-dimensional. You're forced into one of two builds, which are both shit, in my opinion. So unfortunately, I will not be playing Crusaders. But it is a concept. They're a fantastic class as a concept. And later, when you're a paladin, sure, paladins are a lot cooler, and paladins get into royal guards, and royal guards are fantastic. Like, also, just the mechanics of a Crusader are not there, so I'm not gonna play that. So yeah, if you guys want to take this quiz yourself, I'm gonna link it in the description and in the pinned comment down below. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Thank you for watching, and feel free to explore my Midgard hub. I have a lot of cool stuff in there. There's databases of monsters, items, everything that's coming up with Ragnarok Zero Global, and probably not everything, because we're gonna get a lot more. There's Academy with class guides and fever map guides. So actually, let's check out Crusader guide. So the builds that really exist are the Grand Cross, of course, Grand Cross classic build, Holy Cross, and Shield Reflect tank. So not really my playstyle, you know, not really my playstyle. So I'm not gonna play that. But yeah, you might wanna check it out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.